it should go without saying that Sonic Adventure 3 is the most desired piece of Sonic anything that fans want. I really didn't know how to kick this video off because Sonic Adventure 3 has turned into this giant shadow, no pun intended.
Pun entirely intended.
No, Sonic, it wasn't intended. Okay, it was intended. That has loomed over this franchise for 20 years. It's been a solid 2 whole decades since the last adventure game, and of course people have been waiting for a new one for a very long time. It goes without saying, I feel like every Sonic fan watching this video right now knows about Sonic Adventure 3, even though it's not real. Almost every Q&A, YouTube video, tweet will have a joke or a mention or a question about Sonic Adventure 3 because fans really want it. The adventure games were great, had amazing stories and gameplay, but before we get into all the reasons why I think SA3 will happen, I'd like to introduce my very first ever sponsor. This video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. It's a AAA quality game that you can play anywhere. If you're at home, you can play it on your PC, and if you're at Pizza Hut, you can play it there, on your phone, iOS and Android. Some of my favorite champions to use are the Arbiter. I've been using her everywhere. She's one of the best arena champs in the game. She revives your team, speeds them up, buffs their attacks, all that good stuff. Lysandra, she's super good to have on your team. She'll give the team more moves. She's all about that speed. And Septimus, he's just the go-to guy for dealing damage. Raid recently released its biggest ever update, the Doom Tower. It's a giant tower with 120 floors, a bunch of secret challenge rooms, and 12 seriously badass bosses to take on. And that's not all. A bunch of new champions are coming soon, and a load of awesome events are coming up through February, along with some special Valentine's Day events. Ooh, I know a lot of you guys have significant others. There's literally never been a better time to dive in and get started. Download Raid on your mobile or PC with the link in my description and get your free champion. Executioner, 50,000 silver, 50 gem, 5 mystery shards, 1 day XP boost, 1 energy refill, 1 clan boss key as soon as you get in the game. Just look at this dude. You'll find extra rewards here in your inbox for the next 30 days only. You can find me in the game under the name Rick from SSS, so what are you waiting for? Download the game and we can battle together in Raid Shadow Legends. The fans that grew up with the classic games in the 90s are slowly dying out. Not like actually dead, but they're just growing out of Sonic, naturally. They're getting older. They got kids to feed. They gotta put Sonic X on the Leapster down for a couple seconds.
Hey, nigga, don't close your motherfucking eyes. Keep them open. Hey, fam!
And the wave of fans that came after that were adventure fans who grew up on these games, not these games. So don't be surprised that we are now in the era of Sonic Adventure pandering. These fans have become a lot more vocal and just kind of disheartened for the fact that they've been completely abandoned by Sega. They do not care about anything from that era until now because of the giant outcry for it. I think Sega is finally catching on that there are a lot of Sonic Adventure fans and that almost every Sonic fan wants to see these games referenced and done justice and maybe some follow-ups. Now that it's been 20 years and we're finally seeing some Sonic Adventure representation, at least in social media, are we finally gonna get adventure games like Remakes and SA3? I mean, look at all these leaks and rumors that are coming out. I mean, we have to believe this anonymous guy who randomly DM'd GamerGuide on Twitter because we should be taking all our information from GamerGuide. That's of course sarcasm if you couldn't tell. All of these rumors and leaks are fake. These are not happening. I just want to say that this video is not saying that Adventure 3 is going to happen this year, but the fact that it will happen and how it will happen. A lot of people think the idea of Sonic Adventure 3 is setting Sega and Sonic Team up for disaster. These unrealistic expectations, as I mentioned earlier, were set up for this game. People have been dreaming about this and making concepts for it and wish lists and all of that stuff. Their own idea in their heads of what this game would be. And when it turns out not to be it, people are going to be disappointed. Sonic fans are already very hard to please because we're all so divided. Sega keeps dividing Sonic up into all these different subsections, which will create division because it's literal division. Instead of sticking with one Sonic and building upon the gameplay and the story and the universes, they've created all these subsidiaries to please everybody, and it's only made things more convoluted and not good. I know this, and Sega knows it too. Iizuka's given his reasons for not making SA3. Sonic Team is one of the most scared companies I've ever seen. They are terrified of this fan base, and it's their fault, but it's also just part of the deal at this point and something that they'll just have to accept because they've created this division. They're not going to be able to please everybody, and they can't continue shoving classic Sonic down the throats of every single game. That's why you haven't seen Sonic Adventure 3. They're scared. If they mess this up, it will have incredible ramifications on this franchise. I believe, and this is my opinion, Sonic Adventure 3 will happen. Not the 30th anniversary, but at a last resort situation. When Sonic the Hedgehog is in the dumps so bad that they have to pull the SA3 card because it would push enormous sales, and even people who hate and despise Sonic would pick the game up just to see what it's about. And I know they're going to be cynical fans out there who say, well, Sonic is almost dead, this is the last chance, Sonic will die if this next game isn't good. No, Sonic's doing fine. He's selling a lot of games right now, the movie was a huge success, and you finally have retailers and media companies like Viacom and Disney buying into Sonic again. There's so much stuff on the way, from a movie sequel to a Netflix TV show. Sonic is obviously doing fine right now, and anybody who says otherwise is just delusional, or maybe Sonic is just not appealing to them anymore. Now, I'm not saying that the things that have come out are good. It's fine that Sonic fans want better quality things, but in terms of success, Sonic is doing fine. We are not in a last resort situation, and especially one that warrants an Adventure 3. It's gonna be a long time, and the risk is far greater than the reward. Now, do I want Sega to take risks? Yes, but the risk of Adventure 3 is the biggest risk in video game history right now. Maybe not video game history, but it's a pretty big risk. Everybody would have their eyes on this thing, and I don't think Sega has the manpower or the money to pour into an Adventure 3, nor the creative vision. I don't think Iizuka has an idea of what he wants to do with this series right now. I don't like to always hate on Iizuka. I actually love Iizuka. I think he's adorable, even though he blew smoke into my face at the 25th anniversary party that one time. That wasn't nice. I know it was on accident, but still. I still believe that Yuji Naka, the father of Sonic, will eventually come back to the franchise, even if it's just for one game. And why not that game be Adventure 3? I think that'd be pretty cool. Iizuka has stated that he wants Sonic Adventure 3 to be an evolution of Sonic's gameplay, something completely different, which might explain how Unleashed was almost Adventure 3 maybe? I don't know. I think fans would be very disappointed if they just switched up the gameplay style. I think everybody wants fully controlled 3D Sonic again. You know, how he controlled in the first adventure games, it just kind of makes sense to play the same in the same series. And Sega's been away from this gameplay style for a very, very long time. The last time we had it was Sonic 06. Sonic 06 scares the ever-living hell out of Sega. Oh shit! Anything remotely related to it, they are not going to do. A lot of fans want this gameplay style back, and I think Sega wants to do it too, but they're just a little afraid because, it's backfired on them in the past. So I believe they're gonna test the waters, but not through Adventure 3. I think that we will get remakes of the first two adventure games at some point. They've been in high demand, Iizuka's talked about them. Do I think that they're coming for the 30th anniversary, and do I believe these leaks and rumors? Absolutely not. I do not think that adventure remakes are coming this year. If I'm wrong, but I'm just saying. But it just makes perfect sense. This is what other studios have done to get back in the groove of things, see fan reception and critical reception so they can develop a proper sequel. It's just the smart and obvious move, but this is Sonic Team we're talking about. They're coming, but I want to stress, don't get your expectations up for this year. Sonic fans are putting unrealistic expectations on the franchise this year. It's ridiculous. They think we need an all-new original game, adventure remakes, Mania 2, remasters of other games now. It's ridiculous. Yes, there are gonna be multiple games this year, but they didn't say what those games would be. I'm greatly anticipating Sonic Adventure 3. I think all of us in the back of our mind know it will happen at some point. And these are some of the circumstances I think that it will be able to happen, either in desperation or testing the waters properly before going ahead with the biggest project of Sonic Team's life. It's been a long time coming, and while it may not be super soon, it will be in the future, just a distant one. Get excited. In the meantime, we'll have a bunch of other original Sonic games to play from this year and many years to come, and let's just hope when Adventure 3 does come around, they get it